Hey, Brian, Wilson, Cindy, and Sam here with DIY Outdoor Life. For today's video, I was able to make it out to Indiana, and of course, if I'm out here, I'm gonna come and check these guys out. They have an amazing bushwhacker, and they have an awesome channel showing how they did these mods, so I'm excited to talk about that as well. So we're gonna take a look at this bushwhacker, and then we'll talk a little bit about what you guys are doing with Adventures of the Memory Makers.
Sure thing.
Sounds great.
Let's get to it. So I am really excited to check out this galley, but before we get there, do you want to tell us what model you have, when you got it, how it got started?
Sure. We did some research, wound up at the Bushwhacker, picked this up in May. It's a 2022 10 HD. We brought it home, spent the first night in it, tore it apart the next day, and started working on it.
So I love this part about the Bushwhacker. The entry price and how it's built kind of invites you into some of these mods. You don't have to wear things out or break them. You can start making upgrades. Did you even go camping before you started your mods?
Our driveway.
Driveway camping and the mods begin. Great.
Exactly.
I'm excited to check these out.
So no, Brian came all this way and was excited to see the PPS running the camper and the solar panel. But I think we're going to get started back here in the galley because this is what I was really wanting when I did this whole thing. And it all started with this Camp Chef stove oven combination. So I put it on a roller so I can pull it out, got storage underneath. And then I just started working my way over from there because getting that to fit was the whole key to the project, working out the way I wanted to. So I put our Bouge RV 30 quart on the slider as well. I've got plenty of storage back in the back for our cookware. I've got storage underneath both sliders. Worked out really well there. I really wanted a silverware drawer, something to keep all the silverware organized, but I didn't want to give up the space for that drawer. So I whipped up this, it's essentially a knife block that I turned into a silverware block. Just made my compartments the way they need to be. Got storage back here. Got a pull out cutting board here with another cutting board that goes on top so I don't scar up my wood cutting board. But the key to all this working was getting rid of the factory supplied heater that came into it.
So these mods that Sam showed with the oven and the cooktop and the Bouge RV on a slider, but coming out 90 degrees from how most people are doing it, all of this has to be made possible by eliminating the furnace and the water pump. I don't see where those items could be.
So we didn't eliminate the furnace and the water pump. We just merely moved everything to underneath the trailer to free up that space in the galley. So I was able to get a Propex HS2211 undermount. It's a very slick furnace, 6500 BTU, that's all stainless steel and it's designed to be mounted underneath your camper. So I put that underneath, used all galvanized ductwork, ran it up. So because we use ours in an off-road environment a lot coming through our woods to get to our campsite. And then I moved the water pump underneath the camper as well and protected it with the frame rail. So we've still got everything that we originally had. We've got heat, we've got a water pump, we still got the air, but we just moved things around to get that space back in the galley.
So Sam knew right away where I was going to gravitate to and the types of things that I was looking to see on this camper. But from what I'm seeing, you have two 100-watt Bouge RV panels on the roof.
Yep, 9 BBs.
And 9 BB panels, they're wired in parallel?
Correct. Yeah.
So they're coming down to the PWM, but this is a real inexpensive battery. This is under $150 battery. Mm-hmm. Are you having any trouble with off-grid power use?
No.
Now, I knew the answer to that question when I asked it, but Sam's gonna do videos about this stuff on the channel, and I want to encourage people to come and check this out. It's not coming from the cheap battery. This little toggle switch here allows them to run the DC system off a portable power station. This is one of my favorites. Now, some of the advantages there are...
Oh, the versatility. I can use it camping, I can use it at work, we can use it at the house, we can use it in the boat. I mean, it's just so versatile to have that setup.
Sam's got multiple campers, a sailboat, and we can all use the power station in the house. So instead of dropping a couple grand and bolting it to your camper,
Sure thing.
nice. I can't wait to check that out and see those videos.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed the videos on your channel where you compared the more inexpensive Napa awning to this ARB awning with the awning annex room on here. But the thing that really took the Facebook group by storm was some of these custom modifications that you did on this. You want to show us some of these things?
Sure thing. Let's go inside and take a
He's
look.
got a video on the channel for this. We're just getting a sneak peek. So for those who haven't seen one of these before, this is just kind of like a generic blank wall normally out of the package. What
Yeah,
did
exactly.
you do to this to make this look so good?
So it comes as just a solid wall. What I did was just cut a hole in the wall, attached it to the camper, and then had to sew around the fender in order to get the room to lay flat.
So all of this is custom. You even split your pouches in half.
Yep.
But besides being cooler and looking better, I would imagine you're getting heat trapped in here.
The difference is amazing. I couldn't imagine using the room without it.
So check out this video. He actually showed how he hot knighted, we're leaving that. And you know, this is a real custom job, but this was something that blew me away. I think it's above my skill level, but I know somebody who followed your steps here could definitely do this.
Yeah, I broke it down, tried to make it as simple as possible, and really anybody that can sew a line can do this.
So we're having a ton of fun out here today, but we definitely got to wrap this video up. There is pumpkin crunch cooking in the oven of a Teardrop camper right now. So we do have some important things that we need to get to. Thank you so much for the hospitality.
Thank you for
coming. It was
coming.
really fun to come and check this camper out. And please, if you got nothing else to do, swing over to the Adventures of the Memory Makers. I will link that in my description. Throw these guys a subscription so they can get their channel off the ground.
Sounds great.
See you next time.